Hey, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. I'd like to welcome you to the Forst Approach. My name is Rob Forst, and I started this Twitch account and a YouTube account to share my experiences in aviation, to hopefully pass on some information about flying IFR or business jet aircraft, and to explore flying in a different way. Maybe most of the channels that I've seen on here are related to uh, airliner type aircraft, and I'm going to be focusing mostly on business jet aircraft. And to start that off, we're going to be looking at the Xtreme Prototypes Classic GLG Model 25 Special Edition version 2.1, which I will be upgrading to version 3.0 when it does come out. Um, I'm a professional pilot. I'm a captain on a Challenger 605 and the Challenger 650 aircraft, which I fly all over North America and beyond, and wonderful aircraft. I've also flown the Falcon 900EX aircraft, tri-jet, and the Hawker 800A aircraft, as well as a Boeing 737-200, including gravel operations with that aircraft. The ATR 42, the ATR 72, the King Air 200, amongst other aircraft that I've flown. So, anyways, let's get right into this. So the Lear 25 is a special aircraft for me. Um, it was something that I was acquainted to when I was in high school working at the local FBO or the fuel location at our airport. Uh, I worked for Shell at the Edmonton City Center Airport, identifier Charlie Yankee X-Ray Delta, and I worked there and fueled business jet aircraft, military aircraft, and other aircraft, including the Boeing 737 for Canadian Airlines, the Fokker F-28, and all other commercial aircraft, including the BA 146 um, aircraft. Today, we'll be looking mostly at as I mentioned, the Lear 25. The Lear 25, particularly the one we're going to be looking at here, is from Xtreme Prototypes, which manufactures a number of fine flight sim aircraft for prepared and for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The Lear 25, a little bit about it. It's a an aircraft that was designed back in 1967. It was a follow-on aircraft from the Lear 23, the 24, and there's probably some other ones in there. It was a pure turbojet aircraft featuring the General Electric CJ610 engine, which had 2,950 pounds of thrust per engine, which is quite a lot for the time. It had a service ceiling of 51,000 feet, which is absolutely incredible. And it had fighter jet-like performance, which was really quite incredible for the time. It had 8 passenger um, capability in a very small cabin. It's a 47-foot long aircraft. Wingspan is 35 foot 7. Height was 12 foot 3. And empty weight was 7,640 pounds or 3,465 kilograms. And a maximum takeoff weight of 15,000 pounds or 6,804 kilograms. It had a fuel capacity of 715 US gallons or 595 imperial gallons or 2,710 liters. Cruise performance, cruise speed was 534 miles per hour or Mach 0.81 at 41,000 feet and had a range of 1,767 miles or 1,535 nautical miles or 2,844 kilometers with 4 passengers, maximum fuel, and a 45-minute reserve. Um, the service ceiling I mentioned was 51,000. It was actually 45,000. The maximum altitude was 51,000 feet. And the rate of climb was a staggering 6,050 feet per minute, which is absolutely incredible. So we're going to have a quick look at a Lear 25 during takeoff. But before we do, I just wanted to explain why am I so excited about the Lear 25? It's an old airplane. It absolutely is. But it was an airplane that was I had a lot of fascination about as I worked at the FBO, and we saw them a fair amount, as well as Lockheed Jetstars, Saberliners at the time, and the very, very first Challenger 600 aircraft that would have been coming off the line, and Gulfstream threes and fours at the time. Threes being a pretty big favor of mine as well. I like loud and smoky airplanes. What can I say? Um, I really like the Lear 25 because it looks like a little rocket ship, and it really was. I got to fly in one that was owned by a company based out of Cambridge Bay, Northwest Territories, which is way up in our high Arctic in Canada. And the registration of that was Charlie Golf Bravo Foxtrot Papa, and it was a Lear 25. And I got to take a flight in that with four people on board, a very experienced Lear pilot in the front, and a pilot that was learning the Learjet in the right seat, myself and the owner of BFP. And the owner told me that I should try and lift my arms up during takeoff and to see if I could do that. And basically, what I can say is it was almost impossible to do that. During takeoff, this aircraft had more thrust, a feel of thrust, I guess, than any airplane that I've ever flown in, including the L-39 Albatross, which is featured as my logo on the site page. Um, it is a staggering amount of power to experience. The Lear 25 for me was a favorite because it was loud and proud, man. As you'll see in the video coming up here, um, it is loud on the outside as it taxis by and is extremely loud during takeoff. It's kind of like a fighter jet uh, without afterburners. The General Electric CJ610 turbojet engine did not have afterburners, and but even though it didn't, it was a loud airplane to be around. Anyways, without further ado, we'll have a quick look at the Lear 25. I do not own this video. It is copyright of Margus Aviation Videos. And unfortunately, the aircraft that I'm going to be showing you today is the Yankee Victor 3191, which unfortunately crashed only 3 days after the video you're about to see. So we're just going to see a little clip of it, and here we go. So you can definitely hear how loud that aircraft is, even just during the taxi phase. We're going to bring it up to a little bit further into the video here as we're about to begin the takeoff roll of the Lear 25 in Merida, Venezuela. And rest in peace to all the people in this aircraft. Thank you very much to Margaret's Aviation Videos, and you can find this video online at YouTube. Um, Here, without further ado, let's check it out. Here is the Lear 25 by Xtreme Prototypes. What an absolutely beautiful aircraft. The modeling done here is just exceptional. As you can see, they're very small little jet engines, which generally means that they're pretty loud, and there's not a lot of bypass. Um, and Because they're so small, because they're a pure turbojet, they require the crew of the aircraft to do a lot of fuel planning because it can't just jump in and fly wherever you want. It really burned a lot of fuel. And so that's going to be exciting as you follow me as we do the flight planning. I'm going to be using actual flight planning techniques for IFR flight, and we're going to be talking about how I do that, how I look at weather, and all of the things that you will need to know in order to fly virtually in a Lear 25 aircraft. As I mentioned, this is a brand new experience for me, brand new to Twitch, brand new to YouTube, and brand new to recording myself. So please bear with me, and we'll be talking to you soon. You have a great day.